Getting gas saved my life. As I sit in my cozy bed, I finally feel safe enough to tell my story, so here it is. 2 nights ago, I was coming home from the night shift at work. My music was blasting, the clock showed 11:43 p.m. and I was excited to actually step foot in the house before midnight for once. As I came off the expressway exit, the gas light lit up and the chirp of the warning sound made me groan. I knew my little SUV could make it another 10 miles before it shut down on me, and since I was only 2 miles from home, I could be lazy and get gas in the morning. In fact, I think to myself how I never do get gas late at night anyways, so why would tonight be any different? As I turned on my street, my gut started warning me something was wrong. I anxiously tapped my fingers on the steering wheel, and when I pulled up to my house, my inner thoughts were screaming at me to just get gas now. I stopped for a second, looking at my dark and empty driveway, before listening to my gut and peeling into the street and off to the gas station. I got my gas, even stopped in the little store for some peanut M&Ms before heading back to the house. The clock read 12:02 a.m. and bright green numbers on the dashboard as I pulled into the driveway and another groan slipped from my mouth. I got out of the car, walked up the driveway and then up the stairs and let myself into my dark house. 10 minutes later, my adoring husband pulled up and I knew it was safe to go to bed. The next morning my husband calls me in panic. I hear the shakiness of his voice when he asks me if I had purposely muted our Ring camera. I told him I didn't, but that would explain the lack of notifications the past 3 days. He then tells me to sit down because he had a video he needed to send my way. An iMessage then pops up and I click on the video. There, labeled with yesterday's date and the time of 11:47 p.m. I watch in horror as my SUV pulls away from the house, and out from the bushes that line my property comes a tall, slender man in a black hoodie. He looks up the driveway, then down the block where my SUV just pulled off, before pulling out a large kitchen knife from the next bush. He slips the knife into his sweatshirt pocket and slowly slips into the 4 acres of forest that is just across the road. The camera then shuts itself off, before the second video, time labeled 12:02 a.m., of me safely walking to my house. Had I not stopped for gas, that tall, slender man would have butchered me in my own driveway. My screams for no one to hear and my dead, bloody body for only my poor husband to find.